SadoTour challenge. Oh, I forgot to change the titles, right? Always forget this. Update titles. Update all. The hell is this? Oh, I'm supposed to spectate. And let me see this. Started. Chat stream. Okay. That was weird. Okay. So let's go. Actually, okay. So hello everyone. I'm about to show you yet another tournament game. This time it's definitely a game on the top because we're gonna see the game against Lutek's Gang and Black Salami, the two best teams if you turn the table around. So yeah, let's start with the fight. Oh, we've got the teams on the opposite end, so I'm guessing one of the players will get rushed. Actually, kinda looks like Miki will get rushed, but this is a bit too slow, so it won't work. And this is a mistake, I think. Oh, this is risky, but I think it might actually work. Somewhat. Not. Yeah, so they like lost horses for free, which is always nice to do, I guess. Oh, but Rieju saved some, this is not too bad. And Sokół is super slow, which might actually give them a chance. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, if he only stomped, I think it wouldn't be the worst thing to do. What the hell? That was 7, I guess. Weird. Exactly. Yeah, I think this is going to be actually a very interesting game. So, Yo Thunder. Maybe it's a game that will decide nothing, but it should have a high entertainment value. Yeah, despite really good efforts from Rieju in the fight, I think they just did too risky thing and it didn't pay off. It could be done a bit better though. I mean, Yeah, I know about... where the hell is this? About this. But it doesn't really help me, to be honest. Oh crap, these team scores are just like almost the same, so... Yeah, well... Let's try this actually. Pretty nice fight though. Oh! Okay, so the teams before the game asked me to give them Voros Arani. I have no idea if I can do this, so I'll just close my eyes and start. And let's hope it works. It might actually be... Okay! Lol. I said that only because I knew it's somehow gonna work, and it did. Wait, what? Why plankton? Lol. Okay, that was weird. Now we all will know that I can cheat this somehow. Okay, maybe reroll, yeah. I don't know, Thunder. I think, yeah, I think we are all glad to see Voros. And in case you are not, then I'm sorry, not sorry. But yeah, it will be extra nice to see them on Voros. I'm not sure if they trained on it. Probably, yeah. At least one of the teams. Lol. But okay, so the story of these two teams in the tournament is very painful. Let's start with Rieju and ur4n. They are an interesting new team, but they're definitely not yet up there when it comes to Echo. But they fight pretty well, especially Rieju. And it's like I'm pretty sure in 1 year these guys can be like very strong. At least Rieju is a very long time player. Some of you might know him from some public lobbies, but he didn't join our TeamSpeak or Discord communities before very recently. So it's like he can totally fight, and he might have a problem with Echo, but he's like getting better and better. So he's definitely one player to keep an eye on him. I don't have much to say about ur4n though, because I think I only saw him in one of the streams, I think against Coaches and Maxi, and in the second, like in some other game as well. I forgot which one. Regarding Sokół and Miki, let me see, because I forgot who exactly they played. I definitely remember the second game, but yeah, so the first game they played on Canyon against W33 and Trash, so it's not really shameful that they lost. Then they played against Kamil and Wanget, the one and only Kamil who is actually watching this game with us here. And the Polish team had like a really, I mean, Kamil and Wanget had like a really good game. On top of already being good normally, so they won against Miki and Sokół. And actually, Camille Vanguards are kind of a black holes of this tournament, it seems, at least so far. So they, I'm fairly certain they should advance into the top 8. The way things look right now, it's going to be tough maybe, but they have like quite nice chance to do this. And the third game, I think it was against maybe Hell Kitty. Yeah, Hell Kitty versus Sokół and Miki. Hell Kitty is Teddy and Golem, and it was that ridiculous game where Golem had a location on W12 map where he could take 8 gold mines. Plus he had a nice trading setup, so he just kept spamming barbarians, and he just kept walking with vagabonds to Miki's base up until a point where Miki no longer had enough serfs to produce weapons. Really weird game, but also really quite interesting one to stream. I was streaming that one, I think. So I got to say that Sokół and Miki were a bit unlucky because I think they had 3 times pretty good opponents, and I don't really think that they're the worst team of this tournament. That's for sure. If they played against other teams, it would be very possible that they would be much higher and go forward. So on paper, Sokół and Miki should have stronger echo than Rieju and ur4n. But on paper, they should have also won at least 1 game in this tournament. So far, they lost 3, so a lot of weird stuff can happen, I guess. Those of you who are familiar with the map will already know that the location that Rieju and Miki are playing are quite weird and quite interesting. These are actually my favorite locations of all camp maps, I guess, especially location 3. Well, actually both of them, yeah. I think 6 is a bit easier for me at least. The iron is like ridiculously far away, which forces a certain routine on these locations. You will usually first set up the gold and woodcutters at the bottom, or at the top in the case of 6. You can also consider making a town hall. That's what I would like. I think this is a really good strategy for these logs because there's like 4 gold mines, and gold is quite close, relatively speaking, when you compare it with iron at least. So it really pays off. Like, I mean, if you can't make enough swordmen because iron is super far away, why not make some barbarians instead to fill the gap? What about the results? Yeah, okay, so we can take a look at how it looks right now. So right now the standings are like this, and I think tails, heads, RWP and Cult of the Rubber Duck are, I think they're all almost sure to advance. I was doing some counting actually, what might happen in the 5th round, who will play against who, etc. So I think these ones are pretty safe. RWP mathematically can still lose, but I don't think this is a big chance. Of course, a lot depends on the 4th round game. I think 300 FPS is also pretty sure to advance, but they only won 2 games so far. and they will have to win at least one. I think this is totally doable for them. Even if they lose to the RWP, I'm pretty sure they should win the next game and advance, given the skill level. The running hedgehog, it's a bit weird because which team was that? Sorry, I forgot right now. It's Big Black, Oguri Cup, and Pile Magic. I will be blunt. I do not think this is a team which should be in top 8 normally. But they got 1-3 win and they won one game against, I think it was Bozo, yeah, in very weird circumstances. And somehow this means that they have very big chances to advance, somehow. And the maths are like really favoring them right now because I think they also lost games to one of these 3 teams, maybe 2 of them even. So they should have the Buchholz pretty high. So they also have quite nice chances to advance somehow. And then we've got LD will probably not continue the way things look right now. So this is like the last 2 places will be decided between, I think, these teams, if I remember correctly. Teams from 8 to 14, depending on how the 4th and 5th round games will look like. Let's have a very quick look at the bases before I continue. ur4n making farms already and going for the gold. They're going for the gold, but also making this woodcut. This is weird actually. I don't think this is right for this location. I think you should just take these ones and take this on the road to iron. Like, I can already see how he will screw up. I'm sorry to say that, but I'm not sure this is the way to play this location. But this could work, I guess, if he has a lot of serfs. Okay, maybe. How does it work here? Okay, if he does realize what I said just right now, then he might have a chance, but it will be a bit tricky. A quick look at the right side. Somehow Miki is doing a similar thing, except, yeah, he has slightly more serfs. I mean, I think he's just gonna make like one gold mine and rush for the iron. It's an interesting tactic. I'm not sure I like this, to be honest, but I know he's a capable player and I'm pretty sure he can pull it off, so I'm not gonna complain yet. And Sokół, his location is pretty imba, and he's already building a lot of things at the same time. I think this makes sense, like fruit cutters here, and you have to take this one, you make a farm and slowly go there. Yeah, okay, this makes some sense. Okay, let's go to check the upcoming games. So, this is the game we're watching. We already had the top game, Heads versus Tails, Liter and Classic won against Gross and Wowec. We're still waiting for Kefir Rail versus Zolda. Beast against Honey versus Sherwood Forest Archers. My game with Skeletor against Thunder and Gentle. It's at Friday, right, Thunder? If I remember correctly. So I'm hoping maybe somebody will show it. I think it might be interesting because I'm sorry if I insult anyone right now, but I think we're quite an even match with Thunders and Gentles team. So this might be a nice game to watch, maybe. I hope, at least. We'll do our best to give you a good show, I guess. Then we've got a very interesting game coming up, 300 FPS versus RWP. This is Alonso and Orda versus Cochise and Max T. Also very evenly leveled, I'd say. I would even say I would give the Russians the bigger chances here, I think. But I guess anything can happen. Then there was this really weird game. Due to his teammate not being able to play, Bozo played with advanced AI against Playmagic and Big Black Oguri Cup, and the Russians won, despite Bozo's heroic efforts. Lol. I will just say this was weird, but the teams really wanted to play this, and the Russian team didn't want to take a free win, and I think this is something to be commended. So I gave a permission to do this as an exception, and it's nice from them, because I basically told Magic you can get a free win, because it's like there's no team to play against, but they still really wanted to play, so there was an exception. Then another very interesting game, Ahmed Boom Squad versus Hell Kitty. So this is Kamil and Vanguard versus Terry and Golem. Also very evenly matched, I think. And I'm looking forward to this probably the most, because it's the one I can't really predict a result. I can't even say. It's pretty even, I'd say, yeah. And then the last game, which was already played, was Trash and W33, the Rabbit Duck Cultists versus Works, the team I played against in the last round. It's Igor and Wolk. So naturally, because Trash and W33 win everything, almost everything, they won. Yeah, so that's how the things look like right now. Yeah, I think this. I was actually considering something like let's have every team play against advanced AI before we start. So we can only have a certain skill level of teams. For those who are still wondering, yes, that was a joke. But yeah, I mean, from what I heard from Bozo, the AI wasn't good enough with fighting. It was like too stupidly aggressive. I didn't watch that game. But actually the numbers were there. I think the AI made army which was able to compete in that game, so that was a bit funny. It just was using it in a too bad manner on the battlefield. Okay, I think it's a good time to take a look at the bases again. So there's a contest running, I guess, between Miki and Rieju, watching their bases at least, for who will have the longer roads. So let's check it. Let's check the coordinates. This is like 9, 5. Oh, wait a second, I can't read. So this is 94, I guess. 95, yeah. Okay, 95 to, hold on, 400. Let's, wait, okay, I can't count. Okay, 400. So 40 to 95. So this is like 55 versus 33 to 131. Okay, so this is like 100. Okay, I think I can't count. I'm not gonna try again. Never mind. This is like a too hard level of maths for me today. But trying to focus on the more important things. It seems like Rieju is trying to reach iron pretty quickly, at the same time doing stuff at the bottom of the base. I have my doubts whether that approach will even work. It doesn't make sense. You should totally let your builders work at one place at a time. Unless you're like Kungen, who can probably pull off microing stuff like this. I like the idea of farms being here. This is a bit weird. I think I tried something like this in the past, but I forgot about this idea. This will definitely make it possible to make roads like here early, but at the same time you don't have anything to do here, so this is like maybe not that good, not as good as it looks. Yo, class. I much rather make a town hall setup here instead, and make the farms somewhere along the way, like here or here, whatever makes more sense. At the other end of the map, Miki on his similar location. One nice thing is that he went for this forest pretty early, which is kind of needed here, unless you are really lucky or really skilled and you take everything here and then you start moving here early enough. I think in the previous tournament game when I played this log, I actually took the top. I did my town hall setup, and that was the moment where I was like out of wood almost. So I made this woodcutter here and started making the roads here. And making the roads took enough time for me to actually start producing wood again. So it was like fine, because it was like the base was already producing what it was supposed to produce. So it worked, but it was like very tricky. Classic also had a similar problems in his tournament game. He played on this location in one of the first rounds. But yeah, you can definitely see that Miki knows what he's doing. I think his layout of the base is a bit better than the Riejus, and he's definitely not putting focus on the gold. So he will not have too many buildings like at the top of his base, at least right now. Which should... I think it might make the base work a bit better for the iron stuff here, because the serfs might move a bit more to the bottom. But I guess we'll see. Yeah, let's look at Sokół and his super powerful location. Yeah, I like the idea so far. I like the fact how... I like the way he put the farms here, because this is a bit weird area. You can't easily fit like 2 farms, and you need to do them quite early, so this is, I guess, what you have to do. Or you would have to go like to the left, which would make your base a bit long. He's going for the iron, and the funny thing is that he's almost slower than Miki. And look at the distance Miki had. That's a bit surprising, to be honest. Let's take a look at ur4n. Yeah, I mean, one thing that he's definitely missing is wood. And I don't know why, because his production seems to work. Let me see the charts, actually. So yeah, ur4n has the worst tree trunks chart. Rieju is not much better, which is not nice, I guess. I believe in Rieju fixing this problem, though. I have my doubts about ur4n. I think we saw Zoltan play this location recently, am I right? Or was it something similar? I think I saw a game Wait, if it was Zoltan and David, who they played against? Ah, yeah, it was Ahmedoglu squad. Yeah. I had a feeling it was against Kamil Dwanget. So I think it was that game. So I remember him struggling a bit on this location. And looking at ur4n, you know, it's hard for me to judge this location because I don't have an idea how I would play it. It's a bit weird. See, you have a storehouse here, you have some trees here, or you had some empty space here. I'm not sure right now if there were any trees here, but yeah, most of the trees were here, or all of them actually. Oh, let me see. Oh, I actually have this location open in the editor. So let me do this. So yeah, the editor looks like this. So you have some trees here and some here. So looking at this, I would definitely go for gold fast and probably try to make the iron production here and maybe farms like here. Yeah. So what ur4n is doing makes the farms be in the middle of the base, and I think this is not a good idea for the long run or even mid-term run. So I don't really like it. And he really lacks space for his iron buildings, for example, so he has to make them on the right, yeah, and then doesn't make much sense. Sorry, it doesn't make much sense, you know. I have to bring. Oh, hold on! I'm sorry. I totally forgot that the coal is also here. Yeah, never mind. This is actually good. This will work. The iron production should probably be here. Maybe something here as well if you want to do it like faster, having. Yeah. So this makes sense. I'm still not sure about the farms, but now they make a bit more sense here in the middle. It will not be like perfect, but they will be fast. Making like 2 farms somewhere here is not a mistake for sure. Okay, let's take a look at the Rieju. Yeah, so this really reminds me of me trying to build on this location before I understood how it works. This is the problem. It's not gonna work. It's like you have this huge gap and one road between top and bottom, and you don't build any buildings here. And what's worse is that you have woodcutters here, which will slightly screw up this space for you if you want to make the buildings actually. Of course, this can be remedied by just deleting the trees or waiting for the right moment when they get cut. This is not a huge deal, I guess. He's cutting here, yeah. Okay, so but like, you know, looking at this, I don't think he understands how this location is supposed to work. Making farms here, okay, this is not the worst space for the farms, but then you have to make all the buildings that need them like here. So all the traffic will go like this and this. You can already see the beginnings of the problem that will happen because of that, for example. On top of that, the gold is quite far away and behind farms, so there will be like no movement around these buildings unless the serfs specifically decide to go there for gold. This is bad because imagine you have like, look at this area. All the time the serfs will be like going with the con here. So after they deliver it here, they walk out of the building and they are starting to look for a new job. And it's more likely for them to find a job somewhere here, closer, than like here. So this is why it's not really a good idea usually to make gold so far away from the core of your city. That being said, it really doesn't seem he has a problem with that, because he just made like 3 gold smelters. This is a solution to this problem. I'm not sure if this is the best solution, but I will give him credit. It should work. He just treated this location like this is a location with very far away gold. Let's make 3 gold smelters. Yeah, this will work probably. But from like design point of view, this is not going to be a top player base because of the reasons I just talked about. And yeah, similar problem is with iron. It's like, I mean, okay, this might be better because there's a lot of buildings here, so if the serfs will have something to do, then they will likely pick up the jobs close by. But at the same time, it's like there's still like a bigger part of the city here, so there will be a lot more to do here. So there's like a lower chance that the serfs will walk there often enough. Okay, you can kind of see, like I like what I was talking about, the gold being very separated from the rest of the base by farms. You don't see such issue in Miki's base. His location is slightly better for this, I agree, but look how his 2 gold smelters are like next to schools. This is like perfect. And you have a lot of woodcutters here, so you don't have buildings, that's true, but this will still likely work. Yeah, you can see here has no problems with gold. And what I might not like too much is the amount of farms like almost in the middle of the city, but this is kind of needed here. Maybe like, I'm not sure like this one for example, but it's like not too important, just nitpicking here maybe. To be honest, I would also consider making stables here and trying to make the tannery and all the buildings like here somewhere, closer to these ones. Like the stables here doesn't make a lot of sense. Like these 2 farms seem like a better place for it, because it's like you don't have to bring this stuff away from here. Or in this case, you don't have to bring this stuff like here. I mean, I don't know. It's maybe I'm just nitpicking, but in general, the design of Miki's base is like way better than the Rieju's, because I think like there's no gap in this base. There's no such thing here, or even such thing. There's some farms here, but there are some buildings still along the way, and he's actively working to make the gaps disappear, have alternate roads. And you can see that, just look at the serfs walking all around here. You can see this just works. And here, you have barely any serfs at the top of the base. Most of them are just stuck in traffic jam on this long road. So yeah. Even right now when they were like more here and there's a slight gap here, there's still a lot of serfs walking here. And this will work much better. Yeah, I hope I know what I'm saying. Maybe I don't understand the reasons behind this well, but I think that's like how it works. In Sokół's base, speaking of things I don't understand, I think it might be a good time to take a look at some statistics soon, but let's check his base first. I don't see. Oh wait, there are stables. Yeah. He has everything more or less that he needs. Barracks are in a weird spot, to be honest. I'm not sure I would do them better. This location is just weird like this because you don't really have a good spot here. Like if you make barracks here, you might just as well make them where Sokół made it. So yeah, he could try here, but it's like pretty bad idea. It's like so far from the front as well. I don't know. Maybe at the bottom somewhere, at least close to this. Yeah, but I don't like it, but I can't provide a better alternative, to be honest. But you know, I can't really say if I like this base or not. Like, it's somewhat compact now. He's working to make the roads shorter. But I'm like really lost to say whether he's doing a good or bad job so far. So yeah, let's take a look at this first. Yeah, okay. This answers my question, I guess. Definitely the best iron so far. And that is a bit weird because I kind of thought Miki was quite close to him at some point. Let's take a look at stats then. So yeah, Sokół is like massively ahead, as you can see. He's also making some bows, which makes me think it's a good idea to check the tree trunks and timber graphs. Yeah, so Miki is like super good with the wood. But for Sokół, it's also pretty cool. He had a good beginning, and he never went below the amount that Rieju has, so it should be good enough, I guess. Yeah, look at Sokół and Miki's iron ore graphs, and probably iron as well. Oh wait, Miki has like super bad iron graph, but he will definitely catch up very soon, because you can see that's just about to happen. Hi, what do you mean by platform? Everyone here plays Cam Remake. You can find it on camremake.com. It's like well, it's not a mod for the original game. It's like rather a full remake of the original game, if that's what you're asking about. Yeah, Sokół kind of has problem with gold. Let's check that. But it's not a problem, I guess. How many serfs does he have? 23. Yeah, I wouldn't say he has. He doesn't have any issues, I guess. Definitely the worst farms. But somehow ur4n is at the second place here. That's super weird. I didn't expect that statistic to be here. Definitely the top logs are better for corn production, or at least they would be, if not for the fact that the EU has different priorities, I guess. Asking about ur4n? I think he's just either family member or some friend of Rieju. So the only time I saw this guy is literally in the tournament games, which is kinda weird, you know. So yeah, looking at the stats, it doesn't look too good for the left side. That's more or less what I expected. But still, they did show, at least, I mean, Rieju showed that he can, you know, fight well. I don't think he can fight well enough to beat what's coming up. Oh, wait a second. I think this guy might be playing some other game and he was trying to speedrun learning how to play cam. I will try to ask more Rieju about him after the game. Or actually I can ask ur4n himself because he's also on Discord currently. Because yeah, this is like quite interesting. It's you can see that the difference. It's still not the level of Sokół and his ur4n, that's for sure. But now looking at this, I have to reconsider. It doesn't look as bad as I thought for the left side. Miki is a bit better because he has horses, but it's otherwise pretty similar to what Rieju has. And ur4n, better horses from Sokół and worse ur4n, but otherwise okayish. So yeah, there's one problem that I really hope he fixes, though. yeah, I noticed at the same time that something's wrong. If you know, it's like I don't think ur4n is that much of a problem on this location. It's a bit far, but like looking at this, I was like, okay, why does he have so worse than Sokół? And here's the answer. But you know, if your base stability would suffer when you make the third ur4n mine, I can kind of understand this choice, but this will cripple your ur4n production obviously a lot. So I would do this in 3-branch strategies on some logs. Skipping third ur4n mine is a nice trick when the location isn't good enough for the 3-branch. But then you'd probably better off playing. There we go. You're better off playing normal strategy instead of 3-branch, or at least Town Hall plus ur4n, so it's not really worth it. But yeah, as I said, it's like pretty interesting to watch these guys, and I think in 1 year they might be scary actually. Looking at the tempo, how Rieju was learning from what when he started, it was like pretty bad when I saw him like the first couple of times. I think there's nice possibilities here, but still, like I said, I'm not sure I like the choices he's making, but maybe I also don't. I just don't understand his planning. You guys think that these farms can work on this location? Because definitely his problem at some point was that he didn't have an alternate road here. Or here or whatever, yeah, so the serfs just kept working like this line. And there was a huge traffic jam here. So I didn't like that. But you don't have a problem like this anymore, and this base starts looking better right now, so maybe it might actually work after some time, or maybe he just needs some small tweaks to his plan. I have a feeling he never played this location, by the way. Didn't really feel like he knew the shortcomings of it. This is one of the locations where you didn't, if you didn't see anybody playing it before, or you didn't play it yourself, you might have weird ideas about it. I think that might have been the case here. Like he had to make some fast decisions, and some of them were not good. But still, I think the result isn't the worst. Yeah, I mean, this is really interesting. ur4n is kind of playing like I'm playing these days. A lot of horses, but not a lot of army altogether. This really looks a lot like my game on Miki's location recently, except for the fact that ur4n's location is, I don't know, is it hard? I definitely prefer Miki's location. But I guess you can play like this here. Yeah. Nah, come on, it's not a pro base. He will not have the numbers. Come on, he doesn't have enough iron to be for it to be a pro base. It's, I mean, his con is quite good actually. So this is like, it will work. How does this look like? 15, 30. Yeah, this will have better numbers. Yeah, this might be a pro base. This will have better numbers than I had on Miki's log, and that's not bad. I only wish he didn't skip the third iron mine. I think this might have been just a mistake. Nah, he also didn't make the third one here. If he made it, I think it might have been a pro base. I'm quite surprised actually. Yeah. This might be enough to beat the right side somehow. The problem is the right side will have a lot more iron, so maybe not. Yeah, I think if Rieju had better game, it would be enough, which is kind of weird because I kind of thought this would be like the opposite. Like Rieju has better game, ur4n has worse, but seems this time it's not the case. Yeah, pretty nice from ur4n. But is Rieju? I think this might still work better in a while. Let me see. Okay, but Sokół has like really bad con, and Rieju is somewhere at the level of ur4n. Yeah, but the iron difference is so massive that I don't think it's gonna matter. Yeah. What's also weird is that Miki... but Miki had a lot of ore, but not... oh yeah, but he's also getting dead. So I think this will also become a bit more... a bit higher difference in a couple of more minutes for Miki. Because he has a lot of iron bars, and now he will produce weapons from them, I guess. I think we should take a look at the right side, by the way. Oh yeah, he has like 3 ammo smithies, that's interesting. And 2 weapon smithies, yeah, because he's making... Okay, I see. Yeah, if you were looking for a pro base, then you have one here. A lot of buildings. A lot of... yeah, 85 serfs. I think he's gonna make more actually even. Yeah, and Sokół's super pro iron. I would still say this is worth it. Like, probably he doesn't have a lot of leather, it seems, but I think his farms will get, like, he will start bridging the gap. Yeah. He put his faith in iron, and I think this is the good choice here, because obviously somebody has to have nice iron, and Sokół has super iron here, and it's much easier for him to do this than for Miki, obviously. Yeah, so guys with armies like this are with 3 losses in this tournament. I think this is super unlucky or super unfair to them. This is definitely the biggest negative surprise for this tournament. But I think they should finally win a game today. I think Rieju and ur4n played really well. I didn't expect ur4n to play so good actually. Like, this has me really surprised. With Rieju, I think it could be better, and you can definitely see he doesn't know this location enough to play this well enough for the opponents. And like I said, Sokół and Miki might be with 3 losses, but I really don't think this is the real level. But still, ur4n has to be like it's like super nice for him to have such a nice army at peacetime, because I really didn't expect him to be able to do so. I mean, if they would catch the horses or something like this, maybe there would be a chance. They definitely need some quick way to make the right side not have as much iron as they do, or something like this. But I don't really see how this could happen. Yeah, I think the right side is doing better scouting. Nobody's trying to block this. Come on, guys. On the other hand, I think the left will just defend, so maybe they don't need to. Okay, I will leave it like this, and I will try to grab something to drink and go back. Yeah, so the issue with the strategy that ur4n played is that you don't really have a lot of army. You have a lot of horses, but you don't have a lot of army. I think... Oh, by the way! Houston, we have a problem. Spot one thing that is wrong in this base. Nobody knows, really? What's wrong in this base? Ha, nice. Okay, I'm gonna tell ur4n, just like in the previous game where we had similar situation. And just to be sure. Okay, he said he knows. Okay, actually, the other team told them. That's... Can you see this? He does have 7 now, but when we started, he had this one and this one. Can you see? Yo, little. So there were 9 actually, when I noticed. But it seems like... Oh, but they didn't see this. That's funny. Did they watch the stream? Maybe somebody watching here told them. I'll ask later, I guess. Yeah, so now we can continue. Or maybe he just meant that I told him, whatever, that's not important. Going back to the important matters, where the hell are ur4n's horses? Okay. The AU is like, I think this is too brave, you know? You are free to produce a map pack return because this is something I'm clearly not good at. And add the script to all the maps. But maybe for the next tournament. Yeah. Okay, so a short grind back. Yeah, this is a bit better position for the Rieju. So what will happen? I think the attack will go to the bottom and ur4n will just not have enough troops to repeal it. That's how it looks right now for me. What's nice for him though is that they seem to have the same amount of shooters. The right side would have to be like really bad at attacking, but it might work for the left. It will be hard, but yeah. The problem though is the top. Do we have time? Okay, I'll try quickly. Well, yeah, that's what I expected. Yeah, so yeah. So this is the problem. ur4n doesn't have enough melee, I think. If I was the left side team, I would probably try to divide and conquer here. Maybe I don't know, fighting in base, maybe. Nah, not really. This is kind of tricky because if like the locations are not joined, so they don't have a place where they can sandwich the enemy. This is bad. They can just stand here or go back to the bases and then they will just get 2v1, I guess. Maybe that could be the sandwich, but yeah, I don't see this working. I can't really see what could save the left side, to be honest. Maybe some ridiculously good movements with horses, but the problem is the right side has them too. So, well... like the left side would need an insanely good catch for this to work. I don't know, maybe something like make 20 militia, try to attack one of the bases, that kind of strategy. How about photographs, by the way? While we wait. Oh, ur4n. This is weird. Looks like somebody died in his base. Or stopped working. Oh, the horror. Where is he? Where is he? I don't get it. The guy should be somewhere here, right? Oh, here. Okay, he did eat. Oof. That's good, but somebody should definitely tell the guy about the concept of having 2 butchers when you have 3 or more swine farms. So, pretty much in every case. But yeah, definitely something wrong with his food. I don't even know why this guy walked like here, by the way, and why this happens, yeah. Meanwhile, nothing happens here. I wonder why there's a few traffic jams here. I don't know, maybe shortcuts here would be a nice idea. It's like you get some nice shortcuts for free, like... Oh, okay. Kinda looks like Sokół wants to do something, but ur4n keeps going back. But I really thought they would just make a frontal attack. It looks like the right side is somewhat scared. I don't understand. Okay, Sokół is finally doing something. This is interesting. Miki isn't moving yet. But I think Rieju could try... Yeah, I mean, this mountain might be a little problem for the right side. Rieju can easily defend when they advance here. This is quite a nice spot, actually. Yeah, but the problem is Oh, this is gonna be a catch? No. Quite lucky for ur4n. Yeah, Miki is preparing himself. But the Rieju is trying to, yeah, I mean... Yeah, I think what they're trying to do right now is the right way. I mean the left side to defend this. They still don't have good chances, but... I'm not seeing mistakes from them so far. But yeah, I'm really worried about ur4n because he just doesn't have enough. Why nobody died here? This is weird. No, don't catch this. What are you doing? Okay, I don't get it. They're fighting, but this is not a good fight. For the... ur4n shouldn't catch this, definitely. This is just not gonna work. Sokół will just crush him. Just like it. Yeah. I mean, I didn't give the left too much chances anyway, but yeah. Although Rieju is fighting in a pretty interesting way. I mean, yeah, Sokół is gonna help Miki now, and Rieju would probably die regardless. Yep, this is GG. Oh well, we kind of expected this, didn't we? But we finally know the answer to the question: will Miki and Sokół lose all the games in this tournament? The answer is no. So the first win for these two guys. Better late than never, right? It's a real shame though, because I really thought the Polish teams will have good firepower in this tournament. And I really counted on Sokół and Miki, and also on the bots and Don't Talk to do good results. And the first of these teams lost 3 games, so they're like eliminated now, and the second of these teams kind of eliminated themselves already by not playing. So all hope for the Polish people is in Kamil and Wanget, and I'm really counting on them in the next couple of games, and I hope to show, yes, Bots and his new teammate Advanced AI. I really hope to show Kamil and Wanget's upcoming game against Golem and Terry. I will not be here that weekend, but if they play before that, then I can try. Let me see the timings. By the way, we can quit the game. Yeah, so well, there was a huge difference between both these guys, so there was like no chance at all just looking at these graphs. So yeah, we got what we expected to get, I guess. I'll just have a quick look at what games are we waiting for in round 4 to happen. So yeah, my game with Skelly against Thunder and Gentor will happen at 19 at Friday. Shedwood Forest Archers vs Bees against Honey will happen at Saturday 20. And Kefi Riot vs Zolda at Thursday at 19. These are the games we know about. But I'm really interested about a couple other games I mentioned earlier, so I guess we'll have to wait for that. Okay, so that's it, I guess.